Hey guys, I am back today with a very this is a very niche thing. So have you ever experienced this where I thought I just saw someone? Have you ever experienced a situation where you're telling someone something and you're like, let's say you had expressed or poured out, it's usually something that you feel deeply, and you're telling someone something just like, oh, I understand, or I get you, and you have to say no, no, you don't understand, no, you don't get, and you try your best to kind of replicate the feeling that is inside your heart to them. Have you ever had that? Okay, if you have, you know exactly what I'm talking about. When people say, oh, I understand, and you're like trying to stop them to say, no, don't use those words because you don't understand me. I'm bringing this up because I had a conversation with one of my best friends, and when we're talking about things that we've actually connected to in a visceral way, in like such a deep level, that we both have had that experience. So when we're talking, we're like finishing each other's sentences. That's how you know when someone gets you. So we then brought up the situation, like when how we've revised our language, instead of just simply saying, oh, you know, when someone is shocking and explaining something, instead of us to, or the usual way people say, oh, I understand, oh, I see where you're coming from, we try to put it, instead of saying, oh, I understand what you're saying, we're just like, I can see where you're coming from. Like, I may not get it all the way, but I can understand what you're going through, or I can try to see, like, you almost say it in a way where the person that you're telling kind of knows that you're not, like, you may not feel it deeply the way they feel it, but you're still wanting to empathize with them, right? I don't know why, but that type of feeling, like when you're explaining, like when someone gets something the way that you want them to get it, like you don't even have to explain it too much, like they know. So whenever it's just like a disrespect to the feeling when you're trying to explain something to someone and they're saying they get it, and you're like, no, I don't feel like you get it, because if you get it, there's this feeling I would get, like even the way you're responding, I would know. But anyways, yeah, that's just the way I thought to come back and say hi to you guys. It's literally August. I'm alive, I'm well, I'm great. I'm grateful to be here today, to have all I have planned. How exhausted and stressed I am out of 10, it's literally inching up there, but I have God and the wonderful words of the Bible. Psalm 124 verse 8, my help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. So everything is going great, everything is working out as they should, everything is unfolding the way it should. So excitedly awaiting the future, and in this time of kind of transitions and trials and things I don't understand, I would just keep leaning it onto God and just making sure that I, you know, regardless of my situation, to always remember to draw close to Him instead of shrink back in worry or fear or regret or any of that, because that is literally the ploy of the devil to kind of get you far away from God when you're low, because that is actually when you do need God. So that's all. I will see you guys when next I see you guys. I need to stop making promises of coming back whenever I think I would, and just say I will see you when I see you. And until then, may God keep you, and I'm excited for what tomorrow brings. I'm excited for what the next minute brings.